about Lulu. Lulu is the big turtle that just swam past just a minute ago. She is 78 years old and she weighs about 25, 26 stone. She's on holiday here. She doesn't live here permanently. She is from Brighton Sea Life Centre, where they're redecorating her bedroom there. So that is where she will. She's going to go back to eventually, even though we don't want her to go back. She will eventually. We also have our king of the tank in here. He's not a shark. He is a big fish. He is a grouper fish. So if you see him, I will describe him to you, but he's pretty lazy and he likes to sit towards the back of the tank. But like I said, if I describe him to you guys, when you go through the tunnel, you'll be able to spot him a mile off. He's a massive fish that looks extremely moody and really, really grumpy. His name is Gary. And like I said, he is a Queensland grouper, so he's found on the coastlines of Australia. Now Gary isn't the king of the tank because he's the biggest, because quite clearly Flo and Spot, the nurse sharks, and the shovel-nosed guitar fish are much bigger. For those of you who can see, Gary is just going past the top of the tunnel on the right-hand side there, but he is on the other side, he's not on the side towards us. Gary is huge, but he has the capacity to grow to the size of a Volkswagen Beetle, so he does have a lot of growing to do. Gary is the king of the tank because of the size of his mouth. So if anybody is in the tunnel, if you look underneath Gary, you'll be able to see that it looks like he's got folds of skin that kind of look like double chins. And they're not. That is his mouth. So his mouth folds up a bit like an umbrella, and that allows him to open his mouth. It's absolutely huge. It's almost the length of his body. Fun fact for you, if we were to put another grouper in here, and Gary was the more dominant one, Gary would have to have a name change and we would have to call him Geraldine, because he would have the ability to turn into a girl, so he would become the dominant female. So at one point, at some stage in his life, Gary might actually have to be renamed Geraldine. So Lulu is 78, but we do think she might live until she's about 150. Now I say might do, because in the wild they don't live till they're 150 at all, they don't even get close to that, and that is because of plastic pollution. Now you guys might have heard a little bit about this, because at the minute in the media it's a very big thing about them banning plastic straws. Of course, when they get into our oceans, they take a long, long time to break down, and if a sea turtle or any other marine creature ends up eating this plastic, it can be very, very bad for their health, and it can even be fatal as well. So what you guys can do is, if you do need to use your plastic straws, your straws in general, switch them for paper ones. Paper ones are much better for the environment, and they're also a lot easier to break down as well. Or just don't use the straw altogether. You definitely don't really need one. Or you can do what one of my friends does, which is kind of a bit weird, but she carries around an aluminium straw with her. No waste whatsoever. So if you do feel like you need to use a straw, you can go and buy an aluminium one. She carries it around in a clutch bag when we go on nights out as well.
Where does she go?
She got it off eBay. So if anyone wants an aluminium straw, you can find them on eBay.
Good idea for your gift shop.
Sell them in there. Thanks, do you want a job? So another big thing for plastic is one-use plastic water bottles. The ones that are found most commonly in the ocean, you won't be surprised to know, are Coke bottles, and that's Coca-Cola bottles. So what you guys can do is buy your reusable water bottles. They last a lot longer, and you can refill them as many times as you want. And it stops these from getting into our oceans and from our marine creatures in our seas. I'm going to put down here at the bottom of the tank. If you have to turn halfway through this door, then the tank about the Sea Life Centre or about this tank, then I will be happy to
What's that? Who's got that? Look around. Let's look ready.